dry. That's his choice. 551's Tony Sklenars there. 145 Paul Brown there in the second spot there on the grid. I'll tell you what, watch out for 321 on row 2 there. Watch the start from him. This is Chris Sells on the mighty Gr7R5. Look at him wheel up there. He's got a hell of a lot of straight. That's Jock Woodley as well. Jock Woodley tries on the right, then tries on the left. We go to the C-Test live footage there. Can't quite see the it's right head on, so I can't see who's first coming out there, but here it is, the mighty 321 6-lap journey. Then the race meeting's over. Wouldn't mind a hand to get those airbags in off the big sweeper. It's going to take about a dozen people. They're nice easy, they're full of air and a bit of foam in there. They just need to be dragged off, or maybe there's a trailer comes out, so we do need a few people out there to help and bring them back into the container, folks. Jock Woodley in second place, coming out through the hairpin there, the 350cc TZ genuine factory racing bike there. Wow, that's matched even for speed with the 321 bike. Will be breaking into this Higgins corner, and Woodley goes up on the outside. He's going to try around the outside. He gets into the lead. So John Woodley's brother Jock is leading. Been racing since the 70s. Here comes the 321, the mighty XR500 is side by side, almost there down that back straight. We've got to go back. Who's that in fourth place there? Coming into third, that's Paul Brown from Renwick, just out of Blenheim there. Got some of his fans here, so we want to see Paul Brown win. I invited him into the commentary box, so everyone's rooting for their own people there along the way. A massive battle for the final race of race 626, 321. That's the first two bikes. Jock Woodley with Chris Sales there in second place there. Paul Brown in third spot there. Who's that in fourth? That'll be Tony Sklenars on the 551 machine. He's running a 400, where most of these other guys are on 600s in the 4-cylinder category, although it's not a separate category. It's what the old Formula 2 would have been in the day. Right now on the track, it's pre-82 juniors and pre-89 Formula 2 and Formula 3. They're off into the hairpin. The four bikes still tightly packed. I'm not going to call this race, but it's a two-stroke twin out in the front. Four bikes hammering it out there. Here comes Paul Brown, moves up from third place into second place. I think he's going to get up there and get into the lead. In fact, there he does. He just uses the power of that 400 to go into there. Jock Woodley's going to come back on the inside and try and get him on the back straight or up on through the Higgins, but doesn't make it stick. Here comes 321 to eat up Jock Woodley there. They were fairly evenly matched last time down this straight. They're going to be, there it is, they're almost side by side. No, nothing between the two bikes. Who's going to be the biggest on the brakes? It's a lightweight two-stroke. Jock Woodley going into there. Jock Woodley, I think, used to do ballet, didn't he, at some stage? He's a small man. Good on him if he did that. It kept him fit. And I don't know what sort of food you get to the ballet dancing, but I believe it's one of the things in ballroom dancing. Suddenly we get asked him about it, but meanwhile, back on the track, he's still holding on to second. Not for the want of trying by 321. Chris Sales, the bike prepared mostly by his old man Pete Sales. I saw Pete here yesterday. I'm not too sure whether he's down here today, but one of the leading motorcycle technicians and modifiers in New Zealand. Total Motorcycles out Rangioto, which is just out in Manawatu somewhere. Easy enough to Google him or ask anyone at a racetrack. We should be able to put you onto him. Tony Sklenars still in fourth spot there. Takes the high line coming into the hairpin. Driving out there in fourth spot. We go back to fifth. Tim Barnes, this is how they were the last lap. Kyron O'Neill, Russell Forrest on 199 and 7. Kirby Chapman, Craig Green, Billy Worthington on the 10th spot on 208. Tim Kendall, Mark Nartueri, Craig Peebles, Tony Clark, Aaron DeArth, Chris Bassett, Darren Colville, Clyde Martis, David Redaway, Stephen Biddlecom and Mike Reed. That's 21 bikes out there on my screen. I'm not sure whether there's any more out there. Looking back onto the track, the lead bikes go into the big sweeper there. I see 145 on the screen there. He is indeed in the lead, opening up a bit of a gap there. So getting away from 145, Paul Brown, followed by 321. Jock Woodley's dropping the pace off a bit, or wheels in a little bit more on 321 up to turn one here. Tony Sklenars on the little wee CB 400 Honda there. The 551 machine in fourth spot. Tim Barnes goes through. Russell Forrest and Kyron O'Neill have swapped positions. Kyron was in sixth last lap, but it looks like Russell Forrest, Rusty, on the 199 machine has got ahead of him. You can see that battle coming out through turn one into turn two. Russell Forrest, from memory, has got the bright orange helmet. In fact, he has. He changed position, went ahead of number 18, but number 18, Kyron O'Neill's coming back. He's running the little orange CB. Kyron O'Neill is running a VFR 400 Honda. You can see the Honda wing on the side. So the lead bikes, they're off into Higgins at the moment. Indeed it is Higgins at the moment. You see Paul Brown right up high there. I think the gap between first and second is actually closing up. I think Chris Sales is coming back a bit, but I don't really think there's enough room for him to reel it in unless Paul Brown makes some sort of an error. So got to realise that fairing's punching through the air a little bit easier than the 321 machine. 4 cylinders versus single cylinder as well. But I tell you what, Chris Sales won't be giving up somewhere along the line here. So 145 across the start finish line, 321. Then we have Tony Sklenas has got ahead of Jock Woodley on the 1660 street, 251. Tim Barnes there might reel him in, 251. Where's he listed as being from? 251, wrong, 251, there it is. Tim Barnes from Warkworth, just north of Auckland. So he's on the Ducati V-Twin. The lead bike's through the centre, yeah, definitely. Oh, Chris Sales goes down, does a pirouette there, lost the back end. And that was very, very spectacular. I don't know whether we're going to see some, no, I don't think CTES had their camera on that, but he's up, he's okay, he's up. The yellow flag comes out, so he's okay. I just said just about to say he was closing in. That's it, the bike's lying there in the grass, and Chris gets out of the way. So it's interesting, he did almost a 360 there, then the bike caught up in the grass and flipped over a little bit, and that's life. That's a bit of drama for the final race of the day as we see 288 go through the start finish line. That is Chris Barrett there, followed by 73. Sounds like a Ducati. No, it's a Norton Combat. Can't hear everything through my earphones, just making excuses, folks. 412 comes through there, Clive Martis. So we will be looking out for the lead bike very shortly, coming onto the front straight. And the white flag, I think, is out, if not coming out. No, there's the white flag coming out. 602 goes through, Paul Brown there, and battle coming on for second place. Tony Sklenas just gets past the start finish line. He gets past. He's not getting past Jock Woodley. Jock Woodley goes in the front there into second spot there. So I'm going to watch this race for the rest of this little battle, I think, for most of the lap, as we see Paul Brown going into turn 3 with the yellow flag up there. Yellow flag means slow down a bit and no passing. So Jock Woodley comes in on the inside there. Hello, Tony Sklenas can't go past that bike. That's a smart move. Can't go past that bike because he's not allowed to pass the lapper. So that was a smart move by Jock Woodley coming in there. And it's all right. The bike's well off the track, but the yellow flag needs to be out there. So Jock Woodley winds it up down the centre straight there. The TZ 350G model there. And being followed, that looks like Tim Barnes has maybe come back. Is that Tim Barnes has parked past Tony Sklenas as well? So the battle's continuing. And I think amongst that lot is 602, the mighty orange Laverda, the Montjuic, with David Redaway on board. What's that, number 602? Flip over the page. Where's he from? 602, David Redaway from Lower Hutt, 1981 500cc Laverda Montjuic. So the white flag is out. That's going to get folded away very shortly. We're going to see a win by Paul Brown. Good folks. You'll be keen to see that. There it is, the checkered flag. What, nothing? I gave me the thumbs up, just like my girlfriend. Girlfriend got at the gynecologist the other day. That's a race win there. Who's coming through in second spot? Tim Barnes could have it, or Jock Woodley. There's the Montjuic. We lost, I lost second spot. He come through, sorry, I missed that. My screen shows me it was Tim Barnes, and then John Woodley, Tony Sklenas, and Russell Forrest has gone through there to take 5th spot. In behind him, Kyron O'Neill, Kerry Chapman, and looking out on the track, I think it's got to be Craig Green coming through next time round. The Honda CBR ZXR Kawasaki hybrid. One would suspect that's a CBR Honda chassis with a ZXR in it, and that would be bike number 440. That's 108 goes through there. Mark Natu-Eri ahead of, Craig Green's already gone through, sorry, talking Swahili here. Mark Natu-Eri, Billy Worthington on the 2-stroke Yamaha RD350 LC, Tim Kendall on the 621 machine in 11th spot. Craig Peebles has gone through there, and now we're looking out for another one of those TZ Yamahas. Tony Clark on 256, Tony Clark on 256, and he's from Foxton. Beautiful little bike, sponsored by Tokoroa Motorcycles. He's already done and dusted. Then Aaron De Aar, and then that's number 288 going through the start finish line. Chris Bassett, just a few riders out there. Darren Colville, has he gone through? Yes, he's gone through. Looking out, is there anyone still live on the track? No one else live. Thanks, folks. Thanks for the Classic Motorcycle Racing Register for a great weekend. Thanks for all the entertainment in the pits last night. I'm going home.